Tony, do you feel like of all the parts of this team's game that the rebounding has kind of been settled at least through these first few weeks?
Yeah, I don't think we've been out rebounded yet. And this part of the problem is because we have Caban go at the boards really hard, so it's kind of hard to box us out. And a lot of times it's really hard to box Caban out because he's coming from the top a lot. So a lot of the four-mans don't even see him when he's going in. So it's really hard to keep us off the grass, and I feel like we've been rebounding really well. We haven't got beat on the board yet, and it's pretty big for our team.
How do you measure that success when a lot of the teams you've played have been, smaller teams? San Diego's basically a four-guard lineup.
You don't really. I mean, to be honest, it's just a thing. You have to play everybody the same, so it doesn't really matter who it is. We have to out-rebound them. Like, that's one of the things me and Caban talk about. He always messes with me about it. I always mess with him about it. We just have to out-rebound everybody, and it's a big part of getting our guards down and running. It ends and starts possession. That's a big part of basketball.
In any of your seasons here, has rebounding been this big of a focus? Seems like you guys take a little bit more pride in rebounding than maybe the last few teams did.
A lot of teams, last teams we didn't really have people who went at the glass like that, like as far as like a me, or Caban, or me. So it's like different. It's a different approach for teams to play against us when we go at the glass so hard. A lot of times you'll see the guys crashing 4 or 5 players, and it's like they didn't really do that. They like to leak out on us, but now they crash. And a lot of people really they know we go at the glass really hard. And Tom rebounds well too, so it's really tough for people.
What kind of an adjustment is it going to be going up against the 7-footers in Gonzaga and Kentucky?
Not an adjustment at all. It's the same. They're just as athletic as in North Carolina or any other team we've played. They're neck and neck. A lot of these guys, they can really block shots. Me being a big body, that'll really help me out a lot with them trying to jump over me, and I can just go through them. That's one of the things that really will help me out because it's easier to play against them. But as far as anything else, they're just like any other team we play. We just have to play hard and attack the same way we would do any other team.
How have you seen Isaac change from maybe last year when he wasn't playing to now when he's a big part of this team?
Yeah, he's played well. Like he just have to. A lot of times he turns the ball over sometimes, but it's just him thinking about it. When he just lets go, he plays really well. And he's a really good player, and he's been on fire as of late. So we just keep feeding him and hopefully keep shooting and he's going in. But yeah, it's a big difference. He's more focused. He's always been a really hard worker. So it's just like a lot of pressure's on him now, and his jitters are gone. So it's really good to see him just play.
Is that a thing with a lot of guys on the team, this first month or two, where you guys just all sort of need to gain your confidence? And
definitely, and it was a big change for us. We're a young team, but coming out now, you can see the guys are more loose and they're playing really well together.
Coach was saying that you guys have to develop a toughness, especially on the defensive end when you guys are playing with the lead. How do you go about doing that?
Just gotta continue to guard. All the things you gotta just continue to guard. We don't really give up a lot. And with the post players, we just have to continue to guard off screens and weak side screens. A lot of teams are playing are guard heavy, so we have to just help our guards a little bit more and just be in more help position as far as post players. But just really guarding and getting the grit to just keep it grinding out big games. If we get a big lead, we tend to relax, but just keep on the defense. It's big time toughness for us, and as we go on, it'll be a big key in the Pac-12.